something rather unfortunate happened last time. The power was accidentally cut. And yes, I phrased that in... I didn't notice he was here. What I was going to say simply that I accidentally cut the power. I phrased it as it was accidentally cut on purpose in the passive tense because it was placed in a position for it to happen easily and not by me. But, yes. And then I came back for another session. This is the really unfortunate thing. And for some reason, it didn't record. And so there's an hour and 47 minutes of additional gameplay that I got in. And there was some good stuff in there a little bit. I was just fighting Radon.
Righteous tarnished. That was an astounding battle, to be sure. Now I suppose this leaves only one. But in truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter. Oh. Something you want to get off your chest? Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it? Who defeated Lord Moog. Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel. And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain? I blame the enchantment more than anything. Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood.
Well, that's interesting.
Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood.
Huh. Interesting. So he actually warns you about the charm, as it turns out. And that's just what I was about to say about what's missing from the... because of the fact that it cut off last time. And that I did record, but it didn't post to YouTube for some reason. Like, it was one of those cases where the PlayStation says it's recording, but YouTube doesn't show anything at all. So the footage just appears to have gone and disappeared. That happened also one time with a fantastic session of playing Demon Souls with my second character. Very unfortunate. But what happened last time is that I actually got vindicated in what I've been talking about all along, when I was guessing that this, what it says down in the corner, Miquella's Great Rune, that I would need that in the Miquella battle because he would somehow invoke a charm. Like, once he appeared on the battlefield in Phase 2, which I also somehow ended up, I kind of guessed that would happen too. Once that happened, I thought, oh, like, probably I'm going to need to use his Great Rune against him, actually, as it turns out. Before I was thinking maybe someone or something else, such as his quote-unquote other half, which indeed it may have worked against her, I can't really tell. But he, in one of the times when he did his phase transition into Phase 2, he grabbed me immediately at the start of Phase 2 and spoke into my ear, like whispering like promises of like a great future or something, with no pain. And then a sort of sigil appeared over my character's head, and I was like, I knew it, and I ran, like I ran away from Radon at that point, and triggered the Great Rune, and it healed that effect, whatever was going to happen. I have that on video because I did also record it, but my recordings don't have the audio where I was like, yes, I knew it, blah, 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 blah. So it's unfortunate that the footage was lost. Still, the footage, the actual visual footage does exist. Maybe I'll post it someplace, but it's not as interesting as a short without the my vocals. All right. So, what are all the things that I actually do when I get to this wall? This. I don't know how long his Great Rune lasts. Can you use it twice? Yes, you can. So probably the effect doesn't last that long. So I'm taking a rather casual approach to this today. Or, you know, I'm just trying to find out learning how to fight this guy. Oops. It's funny that that guy was there to say that dialogue just then. I guess he was always there, but I didn't notice, and I went past him originally. Maybe he wasn't there originally, perhaps. No, but I think he was. The reason I say maybe not is just simply because he had just been in the battle, and so then it's like, how would he get there? Maybe that he had to reload. But I think I did reload, actually, because I think I left after that battle and went to the round table hold. But yeah, funny that he's there, because the only reason I was back there where he was because I used that as my ending rest spot. Like to sleep up against the wall inside of the chamber. But yes, so casual approach today, basically just trying to, you know, what I call like grinding against the boss, where you just slam yourself against them until you end up having all of their stuff pretty reasonably committed to memory reset. Darn it, that was supposed to be another hit. So I can't get rid of that, huh? Oh man. Wow, he's not doing a double at all. Oops. Oh, it's that combo. Yeah, I still need to learn how to recognize when he's doing, you know, which combo is which. That's one of my biggest issues in Elden Ring. I had that problem in Nioh. In Nioh, I think it's cheaper the way that they do it. In Elden Ring, it's like not cheap exactly, but it's still devious, which is like making certain combos, like the difference in their startup, kind of subtle, like identifiable, but not blatantly easy to identify the way that they typically have been in the previous games. Ah, I could have dodged that. I know that one was possible. I feel like I need like a combat trial outfit or something like that. Like, I might switch back to this one once it's actually time to win, but I kind of doubt that that's coming in this session today. Let's go with this one. And maybe back to my silver stuff that I was wearing with it before. I might have tried this on during that session too, but maybe not. I think that was probably during the recorded session. I like this, but I don't know if it makes me heavy, and it's probably better to have this. Okay, I'm still light, it looks like, right? Yeah. Am I carrying any of the weapons? I am. It's this one. Okay. My standard weapon. I thought it might have been the other claws, but yes, that makes sense. They have the higher bleed value. I've never tried to say, you know, do the other bleed against him, like the bleed where I actually infuse the blade. Simply because that's sort of a luxury that I'd rather, if I am going to try that, if I end up pursuing that strategy, which I don't think that I will, but if I do, I'd rather start seeing how it shakes out once I already kind of have a command of the battle, where then it's doing some real nasty, you know, damage, rather than just allowing you to barely get by. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. That I knew it was possible. I'm really bad at that dodge. Oops, oh no. Oops, why did I allow that to happen? Oh, it killed me. That didn't expect. Huh. I was saying last time, I'm not yet convinced about the difficulty of this boss. Like, it's obviously a hard boss. I would never take it out of the hard tier. It's not mid, it's not medium, it's hard. But, like, how deep into the hard tier does it actually sort of deserve to be placed? Because I believe it was probably in the second session that I said, he's kind of asylum demon combos in a way. This is kind of like, okay, fighting the asylum demon with your, with a broken straight sword. It's like, yeah, that's hard to do because there's a lot of health there. But, like, those combos are mad slow and mad telegraphed. Like, obviously there's a second phase. And the second phase is pretty wild. But on the other hand, the thing is that even though I've been to that phase a lot of times by now, like, I think I got to it many more times during the other session. I also got to it in the first session that it was recorded. I can't really say yet whether that phase is more bark than bite. It's very dazzling, but, like, is it that hard to dodge that stuff? Can't really tell yet. Because just because I don't yet know how to dodge some of it doesn't mean it's actually that difficult once you just figure it out. And if it isn't, then it's kind of a just spectacle thing. Shouldn't have allowed that. I always missed that one. Oh, I'm probably missing, like, something that should make me more resilient. I think I got him. Yep.
Lord brother. At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Darn it, I just cannot time that. I've got to get that one down. Not that bad. I'll still take a picture for local content. Okay. My hypothesis, time to test it. Oh, I didn't get to test the hypothesis. Ah, yo. Okay, because my hypothesis was that perhaps you can dodge that those attacks that he's doing at that other part by simply by running, But I guess you can't dodge the first part of it by purely running. You still need to roll, and I didn't. And then the other part of my hypothesis is that you may have to jump for the very last part. Not sure about that, but it seems as though the last part goes kind of everywhere, and so it doesn't. I've never succeeded in rolling out of it. Oh. Seems shorter than if you use a combo. Oops. Ah. Darn it. Because that combo is like a big gimme if you recognize it. Yeah, I knew I was missing something. Of course. Is there anything better that I could put? I mean, it's like, it kind of almost seems as though I don't need that thing. Yeah, let's try the incant potency thing. The only thing is that all the, like, maybe it's good. Like, it would make these immunities and stuff better, so, yeah. I was going to say that the only thing it seems to do is that it may actually be making my, my special attack stronger. It kind of seemed like it did more damage my first several times that I did it compared to later. But I'm not doing it very often anyway. I should be, though. Like, if I learn the second phase well, then I'd love to use it on that one, because I think it's doable. Oh, no. Ah. Darn it. Okay, so my attack is called Euphoria Vortex. Yeah, that move. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, when I said that one combo is like a gimme if you recognize it, yeah, because at the end of it, you can do Euphoria Vortex, which just eviscerates his health rapidly. I don't know what to do about that. Still close run, but it's totally doable. I hate when he does that instead of the other move. I almost had the time this time. This way then. Oh, thought I had that. Ah, darn it! Oh, I forgot about that. Got greedy because I thought I was gonna second phase him. Yeah, I'm doing better than I was last. I don't know what happened like in the first video, but actually kind of in the second one last time, where like I don't know, like I wasn't performing the way you should expect against the first phase. The first phase's attacks are slow. So, I don't know why he was hammering me with them as often as he was last time. Because on the first time when I came in, actually, he wasn't. I went backward for a while. I was pulling off that kind of nonsense and succeeding at the dodge. Got him. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna save 1 minute of that, just to make sure that I catch the... Oh, I took damage. Awful. How dare they? Okay, name this thing. Oh! Oh, I have time. Oh! Darn it. Oh. Oh, wow. Actually hit me before it killed. It looks like he has a lot of health in second phase, but it doesn't seem that bad, honestly. I almost want to switch back to the other outfit in case some freakish thing happens and I win. I don't think I'm going to, but I'd say there's like a 5% chance that happens, which is pretty large odds, actually, when you're considering this kind of thing. Pretty high odds. But that's assuming he doesn't have a phase 3. If he has a second shift, there's no way that would happen, that I would win. Ah. Made the decision too late. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to get out. I'm going to go back in and try to net that damage and then worry about my health later. But when you decide that while you're in the middle of leaving, then you can mistime your entry. Unfortunate thing is it doesn't seem like there's time to reapply any of the buffs. Like, once they're gone, because he's too active in the second phase. Oops. Didn't recognize he was going to do that. Ah, keep missing that timing. Okay, so you can block. Darn it, I thought it was the other one. That one. I'm kind of curious if blocking would stop the gravity pull. I doubt it, but like, kind of makes sense in some way, right? You anchor in place. It just doesn't seem like they use that mechanic in these games. Like, if this were Dragon's Dogma, I would have more confidence that it would be likely to work. So that would be a good reason, you know, like, get some usage out of the block thing for characters who don't use shields. Because nobody wants to be taking, like, 60% damage blocking normally, but for that would be a time to trigger it. Just tried that, but keeping the flash gets us off in the case. Ah, got it. Got it. Oh, got it again. Wow. I knew that coming. Got too far away. Stop. Ah, he just did it twice? No way. Since when? Has he ever done it twice? I shouldn't have done that. That was foolishly risky. Is there a way to get out of the circle? Oh, probably not. I should have just stayed put, honestly. Hey, I wonder if I can re-trigger Golden Order in that time frame, like before he rises up, because then that would probably be more worth it than trying to attack him at that time. More worthwhile. But also, in a way, the Divine Fortification might also be, you know, when you think about it, that might even be more, that might be preferable, because my damage is preferable, because my damage rating is okay, even without Golden Order. But my negation, probably nothing, basically, right? That was actually kind of risky timing that I just did. Okay. Try to go back in again. The same split-second decision situation. I don't know what's going on in this location, though, right? Like, this isn't, like, a place that Radahn has been the entire time, so, like, why is it how it is? Like, what is this place, you know? I don't get it. Makes me think... What does it make me think? Either Mikola did it, or it's aliens. I think the place relates to aliens anyway, but I don't know if it's Mikola, if it's them that have caused all the carnage in the vicinity. Yeet. Yeet. Sunk. No. Whoa. Rope. Wow, when I actually count it out, it's like a lot of steps. I'm not going to do that anymore. Should have just killed me. I did look for that one. Huh. That almost seemed like it needed to be an immediate, like, double dodge, like, at the quickest possible timing. He has another piece of a combo that's like that, but it's not that one. But perhaps from that position, that's what you have to do for this combo, too, at the opening. That's a little trickier, because that requires immediate recognition of what combo he's doing before he's in the middle of it. Because on the other one, it's the third hit. I don't remember what's in my Wondrous Physic, but I should... The plan is that once I get better at this, I'll be triggering it in the second phase. It's just to get me down right now. Oops. Supposed to get an extra hit, but it doesn't do. Ah, come on. I should have been allowed to dodge that. I hate that my flash effect's not getting out filled up all the way anymore. What's going on with that? So they're like weak in the flash? Because I don't remember that being an issue. I don't really have that much health. It actually makes me, maybe I should consider this. Yeah, makes sense. I'm going to take a look at that one spell You know the one. Oops. Definitely not in that menu. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. I forgot I had this too. I mean, all of these make sense to have, actually. But right now, they're not. What's the relevant thing? Yeah, it makes me want to put this. Because sometimes he only takes away a little chip of my health, but that can make a difference. But I don't necessarily get hit again fast enough for it to matter. If it would refill if I just put that. Now again, take note that I'm intentionally not using the Scarlet Rot. I think this would be over much quicker if I did. And again, I don't think that move is like out of bounds or something, really. It's not like summoning and stuff. It's just that, it does make it easier. And the main reason I don't think that it is because you have to beat Melania to get it, sort of thing. And it's like there needed to be a big reward for defeating Melania, right? It's kind of a just situation where if you do that, then you're going to get something that really helps you in battle. And it still requires skill to execute, and there's risk involved still, even though it's really powerful. So I think it's right on that edge, but I do think that it's acceptable. Like I wouldn't throw shade at anybody who used it for any of the battles. It's fine. Very different from, like, say, using summons for these. Okay. Let's see. And again, it's like, there's nothing wrong with party combat. I love party combat, but Soulsborns don't have that. That's the issue. That they're not really designed to be able to absorb having multiple enemies out there. Bloodborne did it a little bit better, because I help people in all of the games, right? So I do have the experience of what it's like. And Bloodborne did a better job of it, I think, but ultimately, like, the bosses, they don't... they just don't respond appropriately to having multiple enemies there. So it's just kind of a cheese when you have multiple attackers. But yeah, Bloodborne, like Ludwig, for instance, in Bloodborne, he does a pretty good job. Ludwig just whips around out of nowhere and attacks the second person. He doesn't really make it easy, but even then, the ability to gang up on him is still a little much. But yeah, like, it's not that I'm against party combat. Like, I would never look at Dragon's Dogma and be like, solo only for Dragon's Dogma. When that game is built for party combat, you're kind of loony if you try to do it solo. I wouldn't even begrudge if the designers made it where you basically can't. Oh, right, I have exactly just the amount of SP to be able to do that. That's what I was worried about, is, oh man, what if I can't, fit it into the bar. Oh man, I thought it was going to be the other one. Oh, my split-second decision actually didn't get me killed that time, but didn't matter. It seems like if you're making a split-second decision and it's the same one over and over again, why is it a split-second decision? And it's because you were previously oriented toward doing something different, and now you're oriented toward doing this, but you haven't fully made the transition, so you keep spontaneously deciding to do the second thing instead of the first thing. So that kind of signals something to me, that I'm making maybe a transition in the way that I play this. Wait, what's missing here? Oh, Golden Order. I got distracted because I was thinking about how I'm thinking not to trigger the second flask anymore. I'm probably going to mess up the critical damage. But I can make it. I am capable of making it second phase this way. So I can start trying to. The real problem with that, with that dust thing, what makes it tough, it's not that it's like somehow counterintuitive to roll inward on an attack. It isn't at all. It's very intuitive to do so. It's not like a trick or something. The problem is that if you got hit by an earlier strike, then it doesn't usually make sense to stay in close like that. And so it punishes you for trying to sort of escape early. So, you know, you need to hang in there for the rest of the combo and dodge the rest of it up close and personal before you try to move out and heal yourself. I hate when the third hit doesn't come out. That makes the difference. I think I did kind of extra damage there, I don't know why. Didn't do the ending. I think that's one of the biggest differences with Dark Souls 3 boss design and Elden Ring. There's a few significant ones that make the bosses feel different. Overall, boss design in Elden Ring is better than Dark Souls 3. They definitely improved. Yeah, one of the things that's different is that they have these variants of the combo, but most especially that, so it can chain into like different endings a lot of the time, and also they could just choose to stop it short. You know, it's like if they're not in position to do their finish, the last part of their combo, they're just going to do that. Then they just won't do it. And so then that removes the sort of vulnerability they tend to expose themselves to at the end of that combo. And in Dark Souls 3, they would just always do it anyway. I still think that Dark Souls 3 is harder overall than Elden Ring, just because it doesn't really have like many like explicitly easy parts. Whereas Elden Ring is like easy throughout almost the entire middle, and only really picks up in difficulty like at the end. Got it. But then I did that. Forgot the timing. It's been a while since I actually been dodging that getting attack. So, well, help. No. What in the world just happened? Whatever, I liked it. It's pretty funny. This is always the highest standard for whether to like something or not. Alright. So now at the very least, let me do this. Oh no, I didn't. What you doing, dude? Oh man, I don't have the time now for sure, but I think I did. Oh, quick. I guess it makes sense. I was gonna say, like, I've never been that big on, like, when From does this thing where you get automatically killed by something, but not one-shotted. As in, like, you're guaranteed to die from it, but you die from it in phases, because you get hit by one part of it, and then the second part comes in before you can do anything. Like the fire in the first phase of Nameless King. It's like, it hits you and knocks you down, and then it wafts over a second time while you're still down and kills you. I mean, it's pretty funny. But, I've always at least kind of had mixed feelings about that. But I guess the point of it in this situation is that if you learn the dodge timing of the AoE, you're not necessarily safe, and that's actually pretty cool. Just that for me, I have not learned that dodge timing, so it's like overkill. Oh, he's actually finishing? Yeah, he finished the whole thing. Darn, I could have got in. Oh, it was that. I thought it wasn't going to be that. Darn. Because the wind-up, I think, was different. So I think it can chain into that from, like, more than one wind-up. It's almost as though, and this would be a horrible thing if they switched into making design in this way. It's almost as if you need to learn to recognize the individual moves and not the combos as a whole. It's like, oh, it seems that you changed into the, like, double roll attack from a different startup. So it's like, what if I just need to learn how to recognize just the double roll attack on its own and each individual component of every combo on its own? That, if they committed to doing that multiple times with different bosses, that would make fun games way harder than they've ever been. Oh. Ah, come on. I always wish that I could net damage off that, but I can't. Ah, darn it. Nah. Oh. Gotcha. Come on. Ah, I think I almost got it that time, but I didn't get it. Come on, help. Up again. Oh, man, come on. Cool. Oh, I forgot about that. Completely. Oh, man. Uh-oh, here comes the really bad thing. Okay, this. And then run. Oh, no, it doesn't work. It does not work. How do you dodge that? Huh. Seems like I was a little closer this time, but, like, I didn't do it at all. How are you supposed to dodge that? At least they're nice about making it where the beginning part is very easy to dodge. You get a long time to think about what you're doing. It doesn't just, like, blindside you with the hardest move to dodge out of nowhere, like Mesmer does. Mesmer's attack wasn't that bad, actually, as it turns out, but you do have to learn it, and he just triggers it out of nowhere, you know. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Where's the other headband? Let's take a look. I mean, I got used to it before, and I kind of liked how it looked. It does look pretty appropriate for battle in a way. I don't know. Probably switch back to the other one later, but I'll have this one for now. Yeah, okay. Well, this session is pretty much going just as I thought. Which is that there's clear progress happening here. Even though winning is... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Victory still looks remote. Oops. Such a perfect start. I wish I could get those on my actual victories. It's like I bet once I beat this guy, like the beginning's not gonna be anything like that. Like that perfect start, like battle against Baal, where I got him into like I think like more than halfway through the second phase without getting hit or something, and then just got annihilated all of a sudden. In principle, I don't have any problem with using what do you call those things? Rune arcs. But now I've gone the entire game without using it against a single boss. And so now it's just like I have the record to keep this is literally the last guy. No. Oh, I still did it. I thought he was going to stop. That's the only reason I did what I did. Okay. Ah, I was too far away. Too far away to be doing what I was doing. Like trying to get in the third strike. Wonder how difficult it is to trigger bleed on him. Because he gets hit often, right? Which is like kind of the main standard for doing it. Like his openings are frequent. But I've never done it so far, but I also have only tried it, like, really properly twice. Oh. Yeah, that timing was slightly wrong. Placement was perfect, timing was wrong. They seriously need like an Olympics for this. They can score us on difficulty and execution. For sure. Alright. Eat. Neat. Song. Yo. Go. Oh, wait a minute. There's something wrong. I did something wrong, for sure. This, I think. Why do I even have so many flasks? I'm not using any of that magic stuff. Miracle stuff, whatever. Enchant. I actually don't know how I was dodging that before. Like in that one really good run, I dodged that stomp attack like twice, almost in a row. But it didn't look like my timing was that different from the way when I always do it wrong. I don't even know what was going on there. Because I thought I needed to like dodge the side of it, and I haven't developed that habit yet. But in that one, I didn't dodge the side. I still did the same thing I always do. But it was correct for some reason. And it was very advantageous doing it that way, but I don't know. Ah. Oh, quick. Oh, she didn't do the health at all. What the heck is going on here? Why did I do that? This is late. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on team doesn't need a sequel. Like this is like a really cool culmination in a way, and then we can just have some other game that's vaguely seems similar to and related to Elden Ring without actually being another Elden Ring. But I don't know. In overall, I also just like Soulsborne more, so there's also that. Kind of want like a game that's more of a spiritual successor to those in terms of their design, but. Yeah. I think I know what's going on. What's going wrong there? It's my fault for sure. I think so. It's Let's wait for the music. I think that what's going wrong there, the reason that sometimes I can get the third hit and sometimes I can't. I thought before that I was waiting too long to trigger it, like as in I was waiting for the combo to start again, but actually I'm definitely not doing that anymore. I think what it is that I'm simply starting too late. I'm being like overcautious because I'm worried that he's going to do the second move, and I start too late. And then sometimes I can get away with it because his follow-up is not fast enough to catch me for it anyway, but sometimes it is. Wow, I've never punished that. Oh, never mind. I didn't properly punish that. I kind of did, but wasn't right. Almost ran out of real estate. That would have been bad. Like such an easy thing to dodge, but not if you do that. Ah. Oh, man. I was late. I just didn't press anything. Yeah, so you don't need the flask in the first phase. That's what I thought. And it did save my life the very first time I used it in the second phase. I still died right after that, but it stopped me from being wiped out by the aftermath of the AoE. Which is surprising that that's possible. I wouldn't really think it would be able to do that. Oh, yeah, I don't know that combo because I never am there for it, but now I am, I guess. Oh. Okay, that may go against my hypothesis that I just put forward. That kind of seemed like that was the fastest possible strike on that. I don't know. Maybe it's my positioning, actually, because it seems like earlier on I kept getting like this perfect behind him positioning. And now I'm kind of off to the side, like doing it more lazily or something. It does sort of seem like he's more vulnerable when you come from behind, as in like he's not as good at transitioning into his next move. So, some enemies it just makes no difference, so they're even worse. But it seems like Radon isn't that one again. Ah, I hate when the third hit is now. Could have even got the fourth on that one. Come on, cool. Ah. Trying to stay in close. That's my deal right now. That's why I'm acting different. Because it's getting within reach. I'm getting to that stage where you start to be able to recognize the nuanced differences between their moves well enough. that you can potentially hang close and not suffer for it, or get more out of it than you lose. Oddly enough, I kind of thought he was going to do that. I should have just gone with that instinct. Well, I guess I would call it read. Like, no real evidence for why it would be that move next, but I just kind of thought it would be. But then I didn't know why I thought that, so I didn't commit to acting accordingly. Blind reading. Oh, really? I thought I was far enough out that there was no way that was going to affect me on a light roll. I wonder if going inward would have saved me. I just thought outward was going to put me fully out of range. I think I was almost there, but I was in it still, for sure. Huh. But it almost seems like I was in like the worst area, like a place where it may be that forward and backward were both wrong. Which it doesn't seem like they use that, like they design that way that often, but they did it in Sekiro with Demon of Hatred. When he threw his fire attack, there was a certain area you could be in where you could not dodge it. This is like, don't be in that range. Because if you are, then when he throws it, forward and back will both get you hit. Aye. Ah. I actually deserve to be hit on that. I don't know why they didn't count that against me. Whoa. Oh, super late. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. That was one of those like 2-second input delay issues. Did like a roll and a strike like way like after they were input. Neat. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Wait. I feel like I miscounted that. Ayo. Okay, you cannot do what I don't know why I don't ever learn my lesson on that. It's like I've already tried that before. I just thought like, oh, what if I double roll? Then it'll work. Of course it won't work. That was stun pain. Straight up sunshine. I didn't intend for this to be a long session. Darn, it feels time has gone by more quickly than I feel good about, but it's already... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Already getting toward the kind of end of the limb I was thinking of having. I think we can do the big punish on that move, actually. And you could dare it sometime. Ah, darn it. Aw, man. That was a close call. Like, I think I could have maybe gotten that dodge. Darn, I would have been going into phase 2 with 9. That wouldn't be the first time, but it usually doesn't happen. I mean, actually... Let me deal with this flask situation. There's no way that I need that. There's at least no way I need 3 of them, but I probably don't even need 2 of them, honestly. Let's get rid of 2 of them. Flasks. Not Shadow Realm Blessing. I feel like there's still like some Shadow Realm Blessing out there that I haven't gotten. Maybe there isn't, but the vibe. What am I doing? Yeah, I feel like, I mean, yeah, honestly, like, am I going to need more than 1 extra? Like, probably not. I could end up doing some craziness, like, figuring out how to use that spiral attack on this guy. Spira. But, seems doubtful. I mean, I don't even know if that does any damage. I should maybe just figure that out, find out right now if that even does anything. But no, I'm not going to. I feel like I'm kind of in a groove to the point that I should get my odds out of that instead right now. This kind of seems like an excessive number of flasks, but I don't know how crazy it'll get in the second phase. Like, on a really clutch attempt, I might get hit a million times. Which is what I hate about my Bale victory. My Bale victory was glorious in a certain way because of the way that it ended. And I still got to demonstrate some of like the things I was capable of in that battle, but a lot of it I was just getting smacked around. Like, it was not one of the better attempts in many ways. Basically, the only reason that I won was because I had just made a change that caused me to be able to just barely survive his attack that I never quite got down dodging. And that's really all I needed, so it made me win. Win on a much worse attempt than other attempts that have come before it. I almost wish I could go back and rectify that against Bale. Like, have the satisfaction of having beat him, but then also be able to try again to get it, to do it better. Oh, did I use it again? I didn't do that, darn it. It's needed in the second phase, man. Oh well. that guy. Darn it. Problem here is that, like, I don't know, it just seems that sometimes you need to dodge immediately at that moment. But then if I do, sometimes it's the stomp instead, and then I just get hit by that because I did that. Like, it's basically a mix-up in fighting game terms. It's like, is it actually just odds that I'm, probability that I'm playing with here? Oops. Overeager. Oops. Yeah, I didn't get time, but not a big deal. If I can grab data and open it that way anyway, I don't know if we can do it any other way. Oh. That early roll was actually intentional. But it didn't work out for me. I was trying to reposition and then do the correct one right after, so that I could not only dodge it, but also also rise in a good position. Right. Oh, it's actually possible to do that? Like, early on, that's what I always tried to do, is dodge it just in that way, and it always just hit me. Aww. Stopped my big spin move thing. Oh, quick. No. Ooh, ooh. No, 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 no. How do you dodge yourself after the start of it? Try to go left. I guess that blocked me. So I think going left would have saved me. I think, like, I don't know, like in early attempts against the second phase, I whittled away some damage on the second phase. And he still takes the same damage, it seems, as he does in the first phase. He doesn't get, like, somehow, more resistance. So I really think that ultimately it's kind of just hesitation is defeat issue. Again, like, if you can avoid getting hit too much, probably hang in and stay aggressive on that one. Don't let him put you on the defensive with all of his nonsense. Or at the very least, don't let him do it for free. Right. It's like, well, okay, if you're gonna get me evading and stuff like that, I'm not rolling out without damage on you. Kind of deal. Or it's like in every encounter, every time you have to leave and flat and Estus, you hurt him. Which is pretty much, I think, what was happening on those, like, first two times. But it's also dodging most of that stuff is not that bad. It's just like a little after effect trigger that's actually not as tricky to dodge as Radigan's lightning. And thank goodness, because Radigan's lightning is pretty insidious. Oh, that was a little slower. Bold on that. Ah, thought I had it. That was foolish, honestly. Just courting disaster. And get that timing. Ah, it goes that way. Okay. Darn, I thought it was going to go left. Yeah, like the biggest advantage, honestly, that he has in that phase is that you don't get time to reapply buffs or anything, and I don't think you ever do. Like, most of the bosses, even Melania, even, Mesmer, like all these in-game people, they all allow you to sort of get all of your advantages back. One exception is Godfrey. He does not. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't die from that. Oh, I missed. So whether you have how close you are to the epicenter might actually matter for the damage. No, not close. Huh. Wish it could last longer. Few more learning process, you know. Ah, what? Why did I get so little damage? I mean, at least I did the 2 strikes. Supposed to do the 3, but that's supposed to be worth more than that, you know. Ah. Oh no, I'm too late. Oh, good. Yeah, lucky. Couldn't tell whether it's going to be the fast one or the sort of normal speed one for the 2-hit combo. And it was a normal speed one, so I rolled too fast. Ow. Ah, why does she keep not doing the next strike? What's going on here? This is so weird. I think it's something about the nuance of the way that the Euphoria works, which is, you know, obviously a weapon I wasn't previously using. Yeah, see, I just pressed it twice and it only did the first strike. Yep. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that actually 5? Yeah, it's 5. There's 5. Yeah. Okay. This is that. Doesn't seem like that actually does enough damage to be worth it. But then again, on some of those cases where I'm not able to do the other thing, maybe it is. I'm not sure. I still feel like DPS is better than going for the DPH. Timing was off for that too, but placement was better. Ah. missed it. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna take that bait. I think I could have appended a second roll to that. I just chose not to. And that wasn't a good choice. Oh, darn it. It's already about around the time that I was going to stop. I made progress, but not as much as I would have liked to. Like, the condition that I'm in right now in terms of how well I'm doing is not that far off of how I started today. Which today was better than previously, but it's almost as if that progress happened while I was sleeping. I need progress on the second phase more, but although it's good that I'm getting on the third. Oh, man. Ah, darn it. I'm surprised when that gets me, but it actually happens sometimes, like, more often than you think. Oh, man. I wanted to keep that one up. Not this one. I don't like this one. Ah, got me. I do like that they have more gap closing attacks in this game, though. They always lack gap closers in Soulsborne in general. Every single one. Something that Code Vein did a great job of. Ah! Reversing directions, man. You can do it in Dark Souls 3, but not in Elden Ring very easily. What the? Oh no. I didn't expect that at all. What in the world? What even was that? Oh, we almost did the grab. Well, it's gone. Ah! Don't get me with that after that. Nope. Ah, no, darn it. Ayo. That was one of the better attempts, for sure. I've gotten his health lower than that, but, you know, it's kind of a fluke, because I don't know what in the world is going on in these situations. You know. Responding kind of ad hocly, which is for sure a word. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I wonder why he did that other attack to start with. I didn't even realize he had a version of the, you know, sort of repeating after image attack that just triggered, I don't know, so like no telegraphers. Come on, man. Yo. Angle was off. Okay, I'm kind of tempted now. Maybe I shouldn't do it yet. Kind of becoming tempted to see what happens if I start applying the bleed crap to that other weapon. It seems a little bit premature. Yeah, it's a little premature for that stuff. But it's probably coming, like next time or something. Like I'm not really like at the proper comfort level or anything, but I don't know. It could give the second phase a run for its money much more so than I have been, in a way that could be good for gaining some experience against it. I didn't realize I was dodging for a minute. Ah, dead. Seriously, like if he was just like the first phase and that just lasted like half of his health bar that he has, not the point where he does the trigger for the phase 2 now, but half. He'd just be like a Dark Souls 1 boss, basically. Like, one might say, but wait a minute, he has all these special effects. Like, that's not Dark Souls 1-y, but like, remember the Stray Demon? Yeah, so Stray Demon had that big AoE stuff going on. It's kind of like that for most of what he does. Okay, what? There's a lot of input flag there that could have gotten me killed. Oh, I thought I had it. Trying to watch and see if my second hit came out, and then got hit myself. Hey, when I do that. Oh, I thought it was going to give that to me, but no, couldn't do it. Yeah, that was wrong. Interesting though that they chose to make one of these like sort of slow, highly telegraphed bosses to be the big last one, like the super imminently dodgeable, extremely telegraphed guys. Kind of, you know, it's a relief in a way because given what it could have been so much worse than this. I mean, second phase is another story, but even then, it's like the fact that the second phase's sort of boosted moves are from that moveset makes things much kinder than they could have been. I'd say that my current thinking, which I may be just wrong about this eventually, but my current thinking is that I put this a little bit harder than Sister Frida, which is bad. Like, that's hard, but it's not the worst category. amazing that you're able to do backstabs on Sister Frida. But they allow that, and it's powerful. It's just like not very accessible. When you get it, it's good. Oh, I thought I could do that. I was late though on the strike. Ah, I couldn't stop it. Gotcha. What? What the? No. Oh no. That almost killed me. Look at that. No. Ah, I almost punished him. But honestly, you should never try to punish that move. Never. I needed the health. I knew what he was doing, but I just needed the health. Because I knew that even if I tried to dodge it, I would dodge just the first part of it, and probably the second one to hit me. And I don't know what to do about that, so I just tried to just get the health in beforehand so that I could tank it a little bit. Keep going, but no. Should have at least just tried to dodge. Probably would have died anyway. Come on. Oh no. I knew that was wrong. It's too late. Darn, maybe I need the handicap again, like the thing that makes my health like refill, just because not refill, make me harder to damage on the first strike, just because then it could make me last longer to the second phase and therefore be able to learn the moveset better. But I took it away because I don't like it that much, and I don't seem to need it to get through first phase and into the second phase anymore. However, that doesn't mean that it wouldn't be advantageous to have it once I get there. Why do I keep trying to do that? Oh, that does do a lot of damage, actually. The fully charged R2, but only if you... Yeah, wow. Quick. Ah, she did an extra roll. Why did she do the extra roll? Darn it, that ruined everything. And my attack came out way late because of that. No. Get that. Oh, I didn't get it. I thought I did this time. Oh, come on. You can see where you're moving. Darn it. Like, it seems obvious that the dodge there was straight forward. But there's like other crap going on, you know. So you get hit by the beams, which is what happened there, I think. Hey. Give it back. Oh. Darn it, man. I can always tell when that hitbox is going to catch me, so it's still my fault, but honestly, how do you justify that one? Like, whether I can tell or not that it was going to happen, so it's still my fault for letting it happen, but like, why would it happen in that situation? I should experiment with that speed off thing though, just see if it's useful. Oh man. That could have been my first time getting in the second phase without getting hurt at all, but ruined it. This time I just flipped this thing. Really quick. Oh man, what the heck? Oh well. Actually should have tried to speed up, but oh well. No. Yeah, that was not that bad. Huh. How does the miracle aspect of that factor in, or incant, whatever you call it? Like, there was like a little strike of an incantation in the middle of his combo just now. Huh. Interesting. I guess it punishes an inward roll. Because if you roll inward, you would go under his blade and you'd be able to maybe try to punish him, but then you would just get hit by that beam. Probably, maybe that's what it's pretty much for. What's going on here? No. I was not even thinking about anything anymore. Like, zoned out. Like, obviously I need to be ready to dodge. I think I could have, actually. Like, I don't think I was overcommitted to that strike. I just didn't, like, wasn't ready to dodge. But I do want to see if I can do that strike right at the gate and not have it be an overcommit. So hopefully he'll give me an opportunity to do it this time right now. Yes, he will. Oh, nope. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Damage on it is nice, but no, it's not worth it. Because there is no way out of that. So that means in the future what I need to do is basically save that for some of the big gimme situations when I don't have my special attack available. It may actually be safer than trying to rack up the DPS by doing like 3 strikes of normal hit attack in those situations. And it seems like it may do more damage than that anyway. If not, it's quite close. Like equal, basically. What? I thought I had that roll. Alright, about to wrap this up soon now. Hitting the max time that I was going to put in. Yeet. Neat. Down. Yo. Go. Oh. I was like, how am I counting to 6 now? But I was also counting to 6 when I was doing one more step. What's going wrong here? Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. But, you know, it's an experiment. Trying to see in, like, which situations it's possible to fit in the heavy strike. Heavy strike's not really necessary, but the tail end of it does do significant damage. Like, where if I found pockets that I could fit it in consistently, that would impact the battle. But not having it also is, like, not a terrible situation. Oh, come on. I should have been able to get out of that one. I can't tell if it was overcommitment or if it was my late button press. Oops. Forgetting the controls all of a sudden. I hate when I forget the controls in like the middle of a battle. It's rare, but it's happened a few times. That's not something that ever happened, I think, in Dark Souls. But like ever since other games got introduced, like, with different controls a little bit, like Bloodborne putting your healing on triangle and Elden Ring having this horse and crouch stuff, I sometimes get scrambled. Ah. Really? That killed me? I guess I never get hit by both of those. I'm not used to that combo ever killing me. But I guess when I get hit by it, I'm only getting hit by one part. I wonder I don't really know what poise does in this game. Like, if I had more poise, like those power-ups say that they give me, like, would I be able to roll out of those really heavy attacks? Ah, that's the thing I always try to do. It doesn't work. Oh no, I'm getting hit by this too. No, not. But it's pretty close. Why'd he stop? Nice. I can do it to the side too. Oh, I was way late on that. Shouldn't have done that. Ah! Oh man, trying to stay in there. Oh well. Where is he going? What is this? Oh, it's this one. The good one. Okay. Oh. I just thought I was gonna, you know, put him into phase 2, so I didn't even try to get out of the way of anything. I was watching the damage counter. I mean, 3,800 and something, like 76 or something like that. Incredible. Like, it's hard to not be optimistic about, you know, what this is eventually going to become like when you're able to do that. Because I know that, I'm pretty sure there'll be an opening for that in phase 2. Because his phase 2 moveset is too similar to phase 1, so he's going to have the opening somewhere. And even if he only has it on one attack, literally only one, that could decide everything eventually. And he probably has it on more than one. That's gonna kill me. Now, if I could train a reflex to do a sideward dodge against the that sort of gravity pull in AoE, that'd be great, because then, or even inward if it allows it, because then I can punish it. Right now, he just gets away with that, and there's no punish. It'd be a very small punish, but it adds up. That's always been my philosophy, or not always been, but certainly ever since I became a DPS. Oh. Oops. Which, it's hard to say when I became a DPS in these games, but if you go back to that video that's on this channel of my character Nisviana Ser, the first music video that I made in Dark Souls 3, that's when it became clear that it was a thing. I'm not sure how long when it was I transitioned to that style before that. I think she's my first dual wielder who wasn't, except for the strength build that did the 2 clubs. So, power stancer. I wasn't paying attention. Ah, darn it. Caught me with the edge. This is that situation. It's a familiar situation. It's like when you get too comfortable, like you start to know the moveset well and you know what you're capable of on it, possibly even able to get to phase 2 without getting hit, which I almost did earlier. And then you start getting hit more, or like dying earlier or more because like you're not really in it as much. You're like thinking about other aspects of the battle and not what's right in front of you because it no longer feels like new, urgent, and scary. So this like always happens, and it tends to be an annoying kind of middle phase in fighting a boss, but then the reflexes get even sharper, so. Oh, he's gonna kill you? Darn it. Didn't think I could do that. I think when he puts that directional reversal in there. Because the timing of it is not hard, but like if you stick with the same direction, there's a significant chance, unless you're placed really well, that you're going to get hit by like the end of the attack, like after you dodge it. And so you have to reverse directions, which Elden Ring doesn't take too kindly on the player doing. Get stuck, you know. In order to make sure that you won't get hit. Oh, she didn't do the rest of the attack. Thank goodness it didn't like penalize me for not throwing on a second dodge. Because the safe move would have been to do that. Come on. Perfect. Come on, run. Wow, 4,371. Huh. I gotta stop watching those numbers. I'm not sure if it was possible for me to have dodged that just then, but it might have been if I wasn't watching the numbers. Because I did trigger it late, a little bit. Like I wasn't really in position to be doing that, basically. That's quite a decision to have to make in clutch. Like imagine if you're at the end of the health bar almost in phase 2. And then you have to decide whether to try that and potentially get killed for it, or just win because you did it. Like you might get an immediate victory, or you might get an immediate punish and death. Could turn out to be just barely not enough, you know. That's a lot, huh? Oh no, not this. Ah, I almost could have done that, but I couldn't. Yeah, I know that. It's like, do you have to walk to dodge that stuff? Is that what it is? Oh no. I wanted to punish some of that stuff he was doing. There we go again. Get up. Nope. I mean, ultimately, I think all you have to do probably, like, that's just a combo, right? Like, that stuff when he's doing all the after images, and it's a combo that does the same strike over and over again. So it's actually, it should be easier to dodge in a way than like a normal combo. So in some ways, I don't know, like if he's giving you an opening to get better positioning on him by doing the same attack over and over again. Issue is just that it follows up quicker than a normal second move of a combo. So it's pretty hard to get out of a stun chain situation. Death spiral. Why did I do no damage in that? Missed the timing. Oh, that was a big slower. I'm dead. Almost getting to the point where I'm starting to feel the urge to try going aggro mode on him, because it's, you know, it's only when you're able to execute that you can even try that, right? Like when you can dodge everything and do only safe strikes, but you take all of the safe strikes and you do them from point blank. That's what I call aggro moral. Because it's not what would be called abate. Abate is like you attack while you're minus. This is like rush down, doing rush down from only safe positions. Oh man. Oh, that's wrong. The thing with that strike, that still hits me like some of the time. I just did it like twice. I don't actually know the timing. I'm actually watching. Like that's real time dodge every time I do it. And when I'm missing it, it's for that same reason, that I don't actually know it. But this guy is way easier to real time than the majority of bosses in like the latter Soulsborns and Elden Ring. So it's actually kind of viable to do that a good amount of the time. Oops. Alright, I just want like one or two more decent ones and then call it a day for now. Down. Yo. Go. Look. I could actually imagine on this boss having like a sudden breakthrough victory without having the gradual process of getting close to killing him over and over. Just sort of randomly getting there all of a sudden. Why you did that, I do not know. Oh my gosh, why do I have to do that? I wasn't recognizing what that was. Like, for some reason it felt like there was one more strike in the combo before you got to that point. That's the real easy one to dodge, but you have to realize it's happening. Actually, you don't have to realize it's happening. You could just spot it on sight, but I didn't either. Alright, come here, silent demon. Oh! I think this is a decent potion. Early. Oh? Really? I missed that. I thought I had that one in the bag. Okay, why is phase 1 killing me this many times in a row now? I'm like getting in like one hit on this guy. What the world's happening in here? Oh, thank goodness. I almost thought I'd use a rune arc. Oh, come on. The directional reversal nonsense. I tried it. I didn't even need to do it there, but you can show how it doesn't work. Ah. Move. Move. Oh, you know what? Did I ever try that dragon sword? I mean, it seems kind of silly to switch anything up right now, given how things have gone, but I mean, you know, the thing with that one is just that it accumulates bleed, and I hit him often, so it seems like a viable, like something that'll come into play. I can never keep track of where all these swords are. What is that? Which one is this? This is something I really like. Oh, I know what it is. It's the thing I just got. Yeah. Wait a minute. That's a two-handed bleed sword too. Yeah. That one actually is higher, but like I don't think it does enough damage. It's not that level. It does some damage, but like for its slowness and all, it's like I might as well be using Euphoria. But on the other hand, where's the one that I actually need? Where's that dragon sword? I never find my stuff in here. I should finally start making use of the item box thing. I didn't even buy that in Dark Souls 1. Literally just left it as like an unbought item. It's right here. What's the damage on this thing? Okay. Am I light? I'm still light. My gosh. Just because this thing, I mean, speaking of punishes, I can punish from a distance with this, which is outrageous. And it has bleed. But it's definitely going to be slower. Maybe that it hurts my DPS so much that it's not worth it. I mean, you know, if I stayed the course with it, then even with the DPS sort of setback, it would be fine. But it's like, well, you know, what I was doing was fighting already. Oh, that's not bad. It looks like I could have landed 2 strikes there, maybe. Oh my gosh, was that slow. My gosh, was that slow. Okay. Was that a legit strike? What was that hitbox? His knee. Maybe I should have stuck with A40 for now, just because I'm at the end of the session, but I got curious. Let's try it at least one more time. And then maybe I'll have to go for this next time. But I'm just curious, because the ability to possibly get random bleed all of a sudden in the middle of battle is obviously enticing. It's been my whole MO for like this entire playthrough. It's a bleed build basically. Oh no, but I got 2 strikes. That's not bad. Okay. Why, I can't dodge anymore? Now that I have this weapon? Forget it, I'm not using this. Just because I don't have the time to, like, see how it works. Like, if I'm so poor in performance right now. I'm just gonna switch back to Euphoria, get in, like, another good one, and then I gotta go. Like, I did start at least 30 minutes later than I had intended, so there's that issue. But, regardless, I gotta go. What am I doing? Like, why would I do that? Completely zoned out. Alright, let me actually try to be present mentally this time. You know, there's a different level when you actually, like, attempt to perform, when you really, really, you know, you put yourself in it in a way that I don't most of the time, because I'm just smashing myself against it until the reflexes get trained. Let's not do that right now. Let's, like, play the game. Since I'm trying to wrap this up for this session. Oh. Up. Didn't make a difference. Still got no reflexes anymore. Like, what happens in this situation, right? This is now how I was starting out last time. And now it's like I'm finishing out like this time. But that's not doing anything, honestly. The charm thing probably wears off like too quick to save me if you get it in phase 2. Awesome. Oh man, he stopped me. Almost had it. I hate when it like puts me in the wrong position. Because it's like a input lag problem. Ah, that was my fault. Oh, got jumpy. No. I could punish that, but I'd rather get my health back. Oh, okay. That's a lot of damage. I don't think I was gonna get that. Oh, that got me. No! Oh, I'm gonna get the health. I get it, yeah. Ah, I forgot about that. Oh, no. Lucky I survived that. Oh, man, when does it end? Yeah, I want to punish, you know, that's what's happening here. Oof, mistimed it. Here we go with the big one. Well, I survived it, but I didn't actually figure out how to dodge it. Okay, that was probably the right direction to go in. Oh, quick, quick, quick. And couldn't get the other thing on him. Ooh. Well, I'm out of flash, so this is it. Take that. What are you doing? What is that? That was a different one. Oh. Well. Alright. One more, see what happens, probably get killed. So as I walk to the fog, and then that'll be it. I just want to see if I'm like, you know, in the zone or something where I'm going to all of a sudden do that again and learn more, but probably not. It was real nice, though, how I was able to get that jumping strike off, even after having done the blast. Almost had it. Oh, man. Oh, darn it. That one was good enough to actually, I think, justify taking a second look. So let me just get back in there. Because that was like on the borderline of like one of the really good performance attempts. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I missed that time. Oh. Oh, what? Okay, well, it's over. I'm not used to him doing like both of the like sort of two sword chain moves in a row. Like they can be in the same combo together, like the one that's slow and then the fast one. But okay, so that is that. I think as Elizigrid is going to go ahead and perhaps even go down the stairs and not stairs, this elevator. Rest in like a quieter, more comfortable place. What's this all about? So it's like you're transporting like some kind of tomb or something like that by boat. And again, we're looking at boats that look kind of like Nordic in a way. I mean, everything, a lot of stuff in this game is Nordic, but it's also like Buddhist-y in this location, so interesting combination. Okay, I don't want to lay in the sand. There she goes. Pretty much as planned. We'll see how far this all takes me next time.